someone sent me a DM about, like, you know, shit that they're struggling with, success, and et cetera, et cetera. The reality is this. The problem is that people think they're going to find love in the chase of the money. They think that, like, if I chase this thing that's going to give me a lot of money, I'll find love via that. It's wildly backwards. Like, wildly backwards. You have to do the thing that you fuck with, and then you find the money in that. And then really, you don't even find the money be finding you. That's how you want it set up. You're not trying to chase money and find money and reach for money and none of that. You want to be doing what you're doing and getting so lost in the love of what the fuck you're doing that money be chasing you. You be like, damn, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Another 100K? Whoa, what? Where? What? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be fucking chasing money thinking that that's where you're going to find love at. That's when you end up fucking 40, miserable, cheating on your fucking other person and shit. It's like, because you thought that was going to give you love. That's not it. 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 You're not going to find love in the chase of money, but you will find money in the chase of love. 100%. 100%. It's the same shit with people, though. People be thinking that they're going to find love in the chase of sex. They think that, oh, maybe I can just fuck enough and stumble on the right one. That's not it either. You feel me? That's not it either. That goes for men and women. Men who be thinking that, you know, I'm going to just fuck. And, like, one of these ones I'm going to just fall in love with. It's like, I mean, maybe so. Doubt it, though. That's not it. Same shit with women. A lot of women be thinking, like, shit, I'm going to fucking suck until I stumble and bounce on the right one. It's like, that's not even how it works because you're going at it backwards. Like, to me, in my opinion, I think the sex is supposed to be a cherry on top of the love, like a beautiful attribute of the love. Like, it's not the main course. You feel me? Like, love is supposed to be the main course, and then that shit should be the fire-ass side item that they give you. And you're like, man, like, I knew whatever it is, the chicken, the salmon, I knew this shit was banging, but, like, damn, y'all got fire sides too? That's what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't be, like, going around thinking that you're gonna fuck your way into love is, like, it's just backwards. It's like going around trying out all these restaurant side items thinking you're going to find the place with the best entrees. It's like, you're just literally backwards. Like, get the entree taken care of first. You feel me? That's my opinion on that. I just think a lot of people be living fucking backwards, bro. Like, backwards. Backwards. Why is this shit up so fucking? Any advice for a 20-year-old trying to start a career in the music industry? I truly fucking love music. That's what I want to do. But, man, I can't get to have enough confidence. My advice is that anything you're scared of in regards to music or in your life, just run directly at it. You know what I'm saying? Run directly at it. If you're terrified about putting out a song, just put it out. You feel me? Let's say your fear is at a 100 before you do it. When you put out a song, maybe it goes down to 90 now, and then you do it more and more and more. And before you know it, your fear is at 0, and you actually start using fear as a propeller for your own fucking productivity and progress. So you can cultivate confidence by running directly at fear. Now, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to try and cultivate confidence, and you don't have any desire to overcome your fear, then okay, but you can't then be bitching in life. You feel me? That's one of my pet peeves with people. I can't stand the people who know deep down they don't even fucking fuck with themselves enough to go after a dream or whatever, and they don't have the confidence, etc., but they have the audacity to be talking to their people, their friends online, whatever, like, complaining about their life as if they are not their biggest obstacle. Like, get out of your own fucking way or shut the fuck up and move over. You feel me? It's like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy how people be their own problems and be yelling at the world. How you yelling at the world and you're the problem? So let me get it straight. You wake up pissed off really at yourself, but you take it out on the world. You're yelling at the world. You're spewing all this negativity when really you're the issue. It's crazy. Crazy. But that's the world we live in. That's the world we live in. We live in this self-loathing ass fucking woe is me fucking world. Like, oh, you got it so bad and I got it. Everyone has it bad. Everyone struggles. Get over it. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Get over it. Whatever. Or don't. Or don't. But then shut up. Don't complain. Either figure out a way or don't. And if you don't, then don't complain. No one's trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's trying to hear that shit. You act like you're the only one with bills. You act like you're the only one who lost their job, or the only one who's got a baby mom, or shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. Get over it. You're a bitch. Get over it. Or don't, like I said, or don't, but then don't complain. Don't complain like your struggle is exclusive to you and shit. Like no one else has that similar struggle. Yeah, everyone's shit is a little bit different, etc. But don't act like struggling in life is exclusive to you and you are just the only one in the world who's dealing with shit and you're the only one struggling and woe is you and oh my God, how can... Y'all self-loathing people need to get the fuck over shit sometimes. Like, or don't, but then don't complain. You feel me? Or don't, but just don't complain. I'm tired of seeing people bitch and moan about their life when they're the problem. Shut the fuck up. You're the fucking issue. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? No one cares, bro. No one cares. Get over it. Shut up. You're a bitch. No one cares. Like, you're the problem. When you're the problem and you're still complaining, shut up. Period. Everybody struggles. That shit is not exclusive to you. You're not... Yeah, like I said, you're not the only one dealing with shit. You feel me? So, the fuck. Period. Motherfuckers just be bitching as if like they're the only one with problems and shit. And there's always someone who has it worse. Period. And we're all we all slip and slide in that realm sometimes. Or we're like, man, hold on, I'm tripping. Like, I need to get over this shit. But that's what I'm saying. You gotta self-check. You got to self-check. And if you don't self-check, if you don't check yourself, the world will check the shit out of you. The world will check the shit out of you. You know how the world will check you? The world will check you by not giving you the life that you thought you deserve. That's how the world will check you. Like I said, don't judge me. I've been up since 2 a.m. That's why I have a little glass of red wine. Bro, you're Russ. Bills aren't a problem for you. How you gonna relate about it? You act like I woke up at birth and was this. You feel me? But a lot of consumers and the general public thinks that like you just wake up and the song is out and you wake up and you are the celebrity and you wake up one day and nah, bro. Like we all were you at some point. You know what I mean? Like, we were all in that situation where, family's struggling and mom is crying and you're trying to make it work and, man, like, this chick, whatever the fuck it is, like, everyone's been through that. Everyone's been through that. That's what I'm saying. Like, your story's not that fucking, like, yeah, you struggled. All right. But, like, what are you going to do about it, though? Now what? Now what? Now what? Like, is that the period at the end of your story in life? Is that it? Is that it? You know what I'm saying? Is that the period for your life? Is that, you just didn't have a chance? That's where you're going to let your story end? I just, I say continue writing the sentence. How does your mom always go with you anywhere? I just bring her everywhere. That's my best friend. And she loves to travel and I love to travel. So we just go do fun shit. You don't choose where you start in life, but you can choose where it ends. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna pin that. Just as a context for the remainder of this live. I like that. Say it louder. Oh, man. What's going on now? How's everyone feeling? I just be getting charged up, man, sometimes. Really, like, often. But yeah, people just need to, like, man, get a fucking grip. Bro, how did you meet DeVito? So as y'all know, DeVito is Nigerian. All my best fucking friends, Boogie's Nigerian. So obviously his whole family Nigerian. I've known Boogie since I was fucking 12. And DeVito's from Atlanta. Like, he's from Nigeria, but he lived in Atlanta, I think, when he was in high school for like a year or two or some shit like that, around where we went to high school. So we've been knew about DeVito. And yes, people just reached out. We connected on the Nigerian type of level. You know what I mean? They reached out to Boogie's to set it up. And it was dope. It was like we went to the studio and it was hella fun. It was just like a ton of Nigerians and we were just having a good fucking time. You know what I mean? And Boogie's sister, Chama, art directed the video, who, like, I've known her obviously as long as I've known Boogie's. You know what I mean? So it was dope. For those who don't know, that DeVito video, that's an independently funded everything. You know what I mean? That was a Russ My Way special. It was I funded that shit out of pocket, $75K, because that's what you need to do. Put your money where your motherfucking mouth is. You feel me? Period. Put the money up. You want to make some shit happen, make some shit shake, then make it shake. What is your opinion on Logic? Logic can rap his ass off. I wasn't really like, I never really listened to the music like that. I would listen, but it personally wasn't for me like that. But I'ma always check shit out, and I'm not a hater, so I'm listening to obviously I tuned into Logic, that Eminem song, and I was like, yo, he murdered that. He killed that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be a fucking hater. Like, fire raps is fire raps. That's why I said what I said. Slaughtered that. And then Eminem came in crazy. Slaughtered that. Logic can rap his ass off. That's a fact. Anyone who says he can't rap his ass off, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't care about your opinion then. It's hot in here. Hold on. Fuck. There's enough sunshine for everyone. That's a fact. That's a fact. New music, yeah. You know what? I might drop something this week. What's today? Hold on. I have to look at the calendar. It's May 5th. Oh, shit. 2-year anniversary of There's Really a Wolf. What? That's hard. Would you collab with Eminem? Duh. What? Of course. It's the reason why I started rapping. Why wouldn't I? I got this book on the way, though, too. It's going to be super, super tight. Thoughts on athletes merging into the rap game? Let them do what the fuck they want to do. They want to start rapping, then go for it. My whole thing is this, like, why does certain shit just be bothering people who have no skin in the game? Can you imagine, right? If I somehow caught wind of some random kid in, I don't know, fucking Idaho or some shit, in him wanting to switch careers. He wanted to go from Wells Fargo to like now he wants to be a veterinarian. Could you imagine me commenting on that? Who gives a fuck? Why do people give a fuck? Like, and I understand that the reason why artists and shit are successful is because the general public, a certain group of them, give a fuck. Yes, that's fine. But if you give a fuck on a negative tip, if you don't fuck with something, then just press fast forward and move the fuck on. Motherfuckers act like this is a like certain artists or athletes or whatever, it's a TV show that you just simply can't change the channel on. Just go to the next shit. You know what I'm saying? It says more about you if you want to stay tuned into something that you don't fuck with than it does about the person who's pissing you off that you don't even fucking know. You look like a fucking clown. Like, that's what I be saying, man. Like, how are there so many grown-ass men and women who are so tuned in to shit they don't fuck with? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then be wondering why their life sucks. You know what I mean? Shit is insane. Can you talk on the industry and money management? Money management? Pay your motherfucking taxes. Okay. That $1 million, most of these rappers are paying their manager 20%. So 20% is $200K, right? Most of them are also paying the lawyer $5 and the business manager $5. So that's 10% for them and 20% for the manager. So it's 30% total commissions that has to come off the top. So of the $1 million, take off $300K, right? Because that's 30%. So you're at $700K. Of that $700K, you are now in the tax bracket that's taxed around like 48%. Let's just call it 50, right? Cut that in half. $350. So $1 million is $350K net. That's what you net. This is before you spend $1. The reason why motherfuckers go broke is because they get $1 million and think they have $1 million to spend. No, you don't. You got $1 million and you got $350 to spend. So you got $1 million and you went to go buy a $900,000 house, and now you're like, oh shit, well what the fuck? Now you're broke, living beyond your means, and you're no better off than you were when you were before the deal and before the $1 million. That's fuck a deal too. Fuck all that. Like, that's how just $1 million works in general. Like, if someone gives you $1 million for some shit, like, the tax on that is damn near 50%. That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, that's what it is. That's what it is. So you got to be smart with your shit, and you just got to have numerous revenue streams, period. That's why, like, I'm blessed and fortunate enough to not have to make hasty decisions. Not every bag is a good bag. You feel me? Not all money is good money. Like, but when you are broke and living check to check, you're just taking all the bags. And a lot of artists, you guys don't realize, like, come on, let me break it down for you. Let's say you don't have a TuneCore, meaning you don't have an independent catalog, right? That means, like, I get paid every Friday for my own music, and I produce. You already know the credits. So I don't break anyone off. So I just keep everything every Friday. I get 6-figure checks. You feel me? So that's what's happening, right? So I'm cool. However, if you don't have that, and you don't tour, you just do club shit, right? And on top of that, you probably don't even have merch going on. You know what I mean? And your music doesn't sell like that. You're not one of the top 5 stream. You're not like popping like that. So it's like, where do y'all think these artists are getting the money? What ends up happening? They go to the label, right, for their album. They get the $1 million, if that. Like, well, I'm saying $1 million for conversation's sake, but a lot of artists are not getting $1 million. They're getting $300K, $600K up front, which you can do the math, split it, commissions, etc. We'll use $1 million as a talking point and a reference point. They get $1 million, but then that's it. They got to make that $1 million last until it's the next time for them to go get an advance, which is when their second album is time to come out and shit like that. Now, in between, yeah, Should they be touring? Yeah, but I'm talking about the artists who, they don't tour. They do club shit. And why do you think they do club shit and just pick up these brown bags? It's because they got this $1 million that they tricked off instantly because they thought they had $1 million to spend when really they only had $350 because of commissions and taxes. So they tricked that off. So now they're on some like, yo, I need money. So as opposed to grinding it out and doing the long play and running the marathon, which is, you know what? Let me do these 200 cap venue shows where, yeah, the guarantee might only be 2,500, but at least like I'm building up a touring audience. They're like, fuck that. I need a bag. So they go to the club and pick up 15 and they do that for a month and a half. And then they trick all that off on new jewelry because they're trying to keep up with the image and persona of what it means to be a rapper. So they are literally just, it's just insane to me. It's insane. It's insane. But it comes from not owning your shit and not being aware and not running the fucking marathon, period. Because motherfuckers have this fast money mindset. It's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's not how it works. And the other wild shit to me is that rap and hip hop is a genre where everyone is fascinated with wealth and money, right? And yet, you would think, right? You would think, given that fact, you would think that they would understand that the most wealthy rappers are the ones who are the best. Like, look at the Forbes list. Jay-Z, Drake, Cole, Kendrick. Like, do you see any of those bozo-ass rappers at the top of that shit? No. So you would think that all the rappers who are like, I'm trying to be the wealthiest, fuck all that, I'm trying to be the richest. Okay, do you understand that then you need to actually be good at the shit? You know what I'm saying? Imagine thinking you can be the 11th man off the bench and just be like, man, fuck this basketball shit. I'm just trying to be the most paid. I'm trying to be like LeBron. LeBron is nice though. LeBron is nice. You're the 11th man off the bench. You're a bum. Like, why do you think you should get paid what LeBron gets? And how have you not connected the dots? Like, skill set and longevity equates to wealth. And wealth is what I want. So maybe I should start focusing on the in-between. But they don't. They just think that, like, I have no idea what they think, honestly, and I'm glad I don't want to understand. I know what they, actually, you know what? I know what they think. They think that they're just going to that it's never going to end, that their little club money is never going to end, and that's the problem. They don't realize that every position in life is temporary. So, figure it the fuck out, have some fucking foresight, and get the shit the fuck together, period. Because y'all motherfuckers be playing the shit out of yourselves. You know what I mean? It's crazy. How you got more followers than you do money? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. And y'all can screen record this, right? I had and have 2 million followers and was on the Forbes list with 15 million. You know how many rappers, number one, didn't even make the Forbes list, and number two, have more followers than money. And y'all are so fascinated with money that is an insane reality for you. It must be brutal. That you look at your bank account, you're like, yo, I don't even have as much money in my bank account as I do followers. This shit ain't adding up. Like, that's insane. That's insane. I would be fucking livid. If I had more followers than I do money, I would know I was fucking up. I would know I was fucking up. But y'all motherfuckers got it backwards. Y'all got more followers than you do money. Because you think that that's what fucking matters. Because y'all are fucking clowns and just glorified Instagram entertainers that every 3 days got to put up some fucking just ridiculous like skit of you breaking some shit, yelling at somebody, doing some weird shit, just to like get likes and clicks and get yourself to the next day. Like, y'all are living day to day on social media. Y'all like, I gotta be relevant for another day. What skit y'all got? All right, come on, let's do it. Let's film it. As opposed to just getting in the studio, working on your craft, making great music, and touring and creating a touring audience. And y'all wonder why y'all got more followers than you do money. because you care more about the followers than you do the money. You put more time into developing your followers than you put into time developing your money. Because if you cared about developing the money and the longevity of the wealth, you would put time into the studio and developing the touring audience and different revenue streams and investments that yield you longevity wealth. But you put more time into IG skids and bullshitting, which is why your followers are more than your money. Because that's where your head and your mindset and your energy and everything is at. So shut y'all clown asses up, get the fuck out of here, and don't speak to me. Because y'all motherfuckers are not even you enough to fuck with me yet. Period. That's my little tidbit. So there's that. There's that. I'm gonna just let that one breathe for a second, you know? But yeah. Let me read some of the questions if y'all got any. So you got more than $2.3 million, bro? Stop. Duh, stupid. Do Google. And you know what's so funny about that? Is that motherfuckers will go on Google and literally listen to some website called like Celebrity Net Worth more than they will like an actual credited website like the Forbes. They'll just be like, yeah, well, I just saw on the internet that it said he's worth this, so it's got to be true, right? It's like, bro, do you know how many rappers, and rappers know and artists know? Artists know because everyone in the business talks, the business manager talks, the lawyers talk, everyone talks. You know how many artists there are that have a net worth of $5 million online, $7 million online, that have $2,000 in the bank account? It's a real thing. Artists know of other artists. I'm not even talking about any new artists. It's like, it's a known thing. You feel me? Like, y'all are the only ones who would believe a website like that. You know? That's it. I know you own apartments. Any advice on someone trying to get into the real estate business? My advice for anyone trying to get into any sort of investments is make sure you're investing with money that you don't give a fuck about. That's what I would say. The money I've chose to invest, I don't give a fuck about it if I lose it anyway. You know? It's to the point where I invested it and I almost forgot that I even, because I didn't miss the money. You don't want to give something. If you give something begrudgingly, like if you give it and you're kind of like, and it like tugs at you that you had to give it, then you didn't really give it. You know what I mean? That's not giving, you know, that's not investing. Invest, you know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Because you don't want to be fucking like, just in that mindset and have that energy kind of around you that you're worried about making the money back. And so then a year passes and you're like, fuck, I haven't made the money back, or it's gone down. Oh my God, I'm pulling out. It's like, nah, you gotta invest and just be like, you know what? That's the money. If all 100K of that or 40K of that disappears tomorrow, then so be it. That's what I would say. I obviously understand that that's not a realistic standpoint and a realistic place for some people, but that's what I would say. I got that advice from Warren Buffett. Like, only invest money that you don't care about losing type of shit. Yeah, shout out to Amarillo. I fuck with Amarillo heavy. Heavy. Where's the Ty Dolla $ign collab coming? Oh, man. Me and Ty have some crazy shit. Crazy shit. Wow. I didn't expect to see that name that one of y'all just mentioned. Shout out to that girl. She's awesome. I wish her the best. For sure. For sure. I've dropped a bunch of songs. Should I keep going with albums or switch to singles? I would say that no one gives a fuck about albums from people that they don't know, which they don't give a fuck about. Like, no one gives a fuck about albums from people they don't give a fuck about. You know, and I feel like singles is a really easy way, an effective way to sing. Milan was calling me. Hold on. I have to send an email to Milan and tell him I'm on a motherfucking live. Wait. No, that's not how you do it. Do you have any acting skills? And are you working on any screen projects? I have no acting skills. Skills? No. Skills? No. But I will tell you this. I have actually like great, I think a great perspective on that. Hold on. Let me just send this email. My perspective on acting and just like things that you're not good at in general, especially for me. Why y'all saying, why'd y'all say Katia Henry? Why y'all say her name? Shout out to her though. She be killing shit. My opinion on like things that I'm not good at, I'm obsessed with. Like, I'm obsessed with the idea of acting because I'm not good at it. Because I think the natural thing to do when you have kind of reached a height of your career, whatever the fuck it is, like, let's say you conquer tennis. It's like, yeah, you can just keep being great at tennis. Or, you know what's really fun for me and really invigorating is going over here and being bad again. Starting at zero again. Starting at a zero overall. It's like in a video game when you have the fucking creator player and your player is a fucking 60 overall. It's really fun to get him from a 60 to a 99. But then once you get to a 99, at least for me, I was always kind of like, all right, well, this is boring now. After dominating for a year or two, you're like, all right, let me start a new career so you can be a 60. Because to me, the journey is the most fun part. So that's why acting is very attractive to me. It's a very attractive prospect because I'm a 60 at it. in relation to that analogy, I'm not good at it. So it's exciting to me because it's like, ooh, I know if I do it, I'll get to do a whole new journey of being bad and getting good again, which is fun. It's exciting. You gotta stay challenging yourself, period. Do you ever listen back on Apollo 13? Yeah. Sometimes I do, and it's a fucking trip, bro. It's a trip to play all the old shit. That's why I think I said in one of my songs, like, listening to my old shit for perspective or some shit like that. Just, it's interesting to see where I was at, you know? For sure. You're awakened and enlightened. How do you handle that in the life you now live? You know what you gotta do? I appreciate you saying that. You gotta just say the truth and let the chips fall where they may. That's it. You know? Crazy thing I did this month, I named my newborn after you. My baby mama was okay with it. Abso-fucking-lutely, she better be okay with it. I'm kidding. Well, I'm not, but that was really intense of me to say it like that. But I appreciate that. How do you deal with a broken heart? Listen to Goodbye by me and or Losing Control. Not in that order. I think Losing Control first and then Goodbye. Like, be sad about it, but then be like, fuck you. Or not. I don't know. Whatever. Let me see. I feel like I'm way too close to the camera. Like, all of a sudden I look up, I'm like, why am I looking at it like I'm a fucking 95-year-old? Back up, bro. Fuck. Bizarre. Are you vegan? No. I was for a year. I was. For a year I was. Sherbert, what up? Shout out to Herb. You know what I mean? Y'all go fuck with Herb. At Herb Diamond. Or nah, he probably doesn't want all y'all on his page and shit. But, how was meeting Timbaland? That was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome. Timbaland is such a fucking goat. He has such an ill way of working, too. So ill. Like, he really wants to craft this shit around your flow, which is really tight. Here's also my shit. A lot of people are always saying, put me on, sign me, give me a feature, da-da-da-da. Let me tell y'all something. You don't want that. You don't want it. You think you do, but you don't want it. I'll tell you why you don't want me to give you a handout, a feature, sign you, put you on, mentor. You don't want that. You think you do, but you don't. And I'll tell you why. Because the reality is that you will end up resenting me, or whoever ends up quote unquote putting you will end up resenting them, because you might end up successful, but you will always feel this kind of like you'll feel like indebted to them, and you don't want to feel that. You want to feel like your success is yours, and you made it happen, because that way no one can take it away from you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want someone to put you on, because it makes the succeeding not as sweet, and it makes it come with an asterisk. It's like, yeah, you succeeded, but you don't want that shit. You don't want that shit. That's why I did not my whole first album and all my career up until that point, no features, no outside production, because I needed to prove to myself that I was the reason why I was successful. I didn't need to prove y'all wrong or anyone else wrong. I needed to prove me right. I needed to prove to myself that I was the reason, because if it was 2015 and I just popped out with the fucking, Kanye West verse and a, whoever beat and a this hook and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, all of a sudden it's like, okay, you're popping, but are you popping because of you, or, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want that. I wanted to make sure that I knew, fuck y'all, not y'all, but like the they that DJ Khaled mentions. I wanted to make sure that I knew that I was successful because of me, and that no one could take that shit away. So I'm telling you, I promise you guys don't want a handout. Stop asking for them. Hand that shit to your motherfucking self. Trust me. You'll thank yourself later. What/who was your What/who was your inspiration for losing control? It was about the first girl that I dated. And it was kind of like my apology letter to her. Because it was basically me just saying, like, yo, I know I fucked up, and I know I probably gave you some trust issues, but with this new dude, I know you're falling in love, and I think it's okay. I think it's all right, So that's what it was. Someone said, how do you feel about Big Tim making music? I think that shit is fucking hard. I think that him making music is fire, because that's what's supposed to happen. You're supposed to inspire people around you. You're supposed to, he should feel like he can and is able, etc. And if I gave him any sort of, if my life or just us being homies gave him any sort of fire and kind of inspiration, then that's fucking beautiful. That's what the fuck it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck it's about. Like, what do you want? So, like, how you know that you're not shit is if everyone around you doesn't even get anything from you as far as inspiration. If they don't feel like they want to go start businesses and whatever, then you're not shit. if you're the one that's on around your friends first or whatever, and your friends don't feel invigorated and don't feel like, yo, I'm gonna go start something, I'm gonna do this, then you're not shit. Then your energy sucks. You feel me? Then check your motherfucking self. What was the inspiration for goodbye? The second girl I dated. What's your inspiration of Ain't Going Back? That was really on some like me putting my foot down, post zoo, post just in case energy headspace. Me putting my foot down to myself and be like, fuck that. I'm not going back there, and I'm not going back even further to when this shit wasn't even a reality. Fuck all that. It was me really being like, I'm not going back to when I was still trying to get it. Fuck that. I would pronounce your name, girl from Miami, but I don't want to fuck it up. And you also be playing. What about September 16th? September 16th is my parents' anniversary. And that was a song to them. So the first verse, I think, was, if I remember correctly, was from my dad's perspective, and second verse was from my mom's. I was very tempted to do a third verse from my perspective, but I didn't. Favorite Waves plugins? I like the H shit. H reverb, H delay. I like those. Do you apply the law of attraction in your life? I'm only sitting here because law of attraction. How to stay positive in a negative household? Put headphones on. That's what I would start there. How did you learn how to mix and master? Trial and error. You feel me? I feel like people don't understand that trial and error is one of the best teachers in the world. But people don't have, a lot of people don't have enough confidence to get through the trial and error part. They're like, I have tried and errored too many times, and I'm off this, and I think I'm trash, and so they don't understand, though, that you have to have foresight. Like, you need to try and fail and be comfortable with being absolute dog shit or whatever it is you're doing for 10 years. And if you're not cool with that, then just shut the fuck up and stop saying that you actually want to be successful, because you don't. Because that might be what it takes. It might take 10 years of you being dog shit. But if you keep being persistent and hacking away and believing in yourself and hacking away, then you will end up succeeding. And yes, is it easier said than done to remain enthusiastic after 10 years of quote unquote failures, even though I don't look at them as failures? I think they're building blocks of success. But is that easier said than done? Yes, but it can be said, it can be done. And success is not supposed to be this wildly easy thing. Otherwise, it would be a bunch of CEOs and no employees. So, it's not supposed to be easy. You feel me? But if you want it that bad, then just be like, you know what? I'm deciding right now, today, that I'm going to go after this. And fuck 10 years. I don't care how long it takes. I will not lose belief. My confidence will not waver. And I will accomplish what I'm setting out to do. And it might not be till I'm 30. It might not be till I'm 40. Whatever. But just direct aim is 9/10 of the journey. Knowing where the fuck you want to go. Most people don't know where the fuck they want to go. That's the problem. They spend 40 years trying to figure out where they want to go. And now they're 40 and it's like, I'm too old for this. And so they just, be miserable. Like, 9/10 of the journey is knowing where you want to go. The rest is actually easy. The rest is just getting there. But once you know I want to get there, it's like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then just foot on the gas. What are your thoughts on college? Go if you can, and if you need it. If you don't, then don't. Curls is on point. What you using on your hair? Come on, let me know. I like how you're so vocal in my motherfucking live, but you can't be vocal anywhere else. All right, I see what's up. You want the people to see you. Okay, you're one of those. Okay, I'm not dropping my haircut until they cut a motherfucking check. You make your own luck. Absolutely. Luck tends to bet on the ones in motion. That's why I said that shit. Luck tends to bet on the ones in motion. Meaning, when motherfuckers like, oh, you got lucky. No, bitch. I got blessed by being proactive. That's what happens. You think you're about to be lucky sitting on the couch bitching all day online? You think luck is about to knock at your door? Nah. But if I go out and be proactive every day for 10 fucking plus years type of shit, that's not luck at that point. That's just natural order of shit. That's the universe breaking you off like, yo, I seen you put in the work. Here, hold this real quick. That's what that is. The motherfuckers sit inside and yell at your fucking mirror and yell at your phone. And be fucking surprised when shit doesn't pan out. Y'all motherfuckers got life fucked up. Period. Shout out to Jane, the jeweler. You feel me? Yo, Jane, I need you to make me I meant to hit you. I need you to make me, I have the hardest idea, bro. Pause. A marathon pendant. It's the marathon, but I need red. Do they make red diamonds or you have to get rubies? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. But red background, just the marathon, diamonds, white gold, rectangle, pendant type of shit. I need that shit ASAP. I'm going to text you after this, Jane. So I've been meaning to hit you. Yes, the shows this summer are going to be fire. Hawaii, Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Portugal. Anywhere else I'm forgetting, I don't know. But what? And like I'm taking mad days off in between because... Let me tell y'all something. Hold on. Let me break it down. Let me break it down for y'all, right? Let me break it down. People are like, oh, man, you got such a crazy life. Artists, right? Not just me, to artists. Yo, you got a crazy life. You get to travel the world. Travel the world. It's like, yes, but most artists, when you're traveling, you see the inside of a hotel room, the inside of a van, Sprinter van, tour bus, whatever it is, and then the inside of the venue, and then you leave. You're there, you show up day of show, and you leave the next morning. Like, it's not, or you might even leave after the show. So you don't, like, it's not like, oh, yeah, I spent 4 days just in the south of Paris. Like, it's not like this exquisite glamour shit. For most artists, I'm fortunate enough to, I'll tell you why it's not like that, because those days, let's say, like, oh, you got a show in Paris, and you never seen Paris, you want to see Paris, but like you're showing up at 5 p.m., the show's at 10 p.m., you got to leave because you got a show the next day, then you're not going to get to see Paris. Unless you're like, yo, you know what? You tell your booking agent, give me some days off. But the reason why a lot of artists don't do that, those days off, you got to pay. You got to pay for your hotel, your staff's hotel, the bus, et cetera, et cetera. So most artists can't afford it. You feel me? Because you're only getting paid on the day of the show. So if you're on some, well, give me 3 days off in between each show, then a lot of artists just go broke, which is why they just don't do that. So when you look at an artist flyer, you'll see like 6 days in a row of shows. It's like they're not trying to pay for days off. Me, I'm blessed and fortunate enough to be in a place where like I learned that my tours I need to treat like vacation because I'm going all the way the fuck to Australia, New Zealand, and Philippines. And I tour and I travel for a living. Do you think that after that, when I come home, in my free time, I'm going to want to just be uprooted and go start traveling now. It's like, no, I just got back from traveling. So I learned, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. While I am traveling, aka touring, give me 3 days off type of shit in between shows so I can take my mom to Bali, so we can go to the Maldives, so we can go to Bora Bora, so we can go do this, etc. Because I'm out here anyway. And once I get home, I'm not going to be trying to leave. I was just over there. You know what I mean? But I'm blessed. Can't wait for the summer. My mom's coming. It's going to be super fun. So, yeah. Will your mom be with you this summer? Yes, my mom is coming to every show this summer. Yes. I don't understand that question, so I can't answer it. Do you have a significant other in your life currently? No. Not in the way that y'all think. Like, do I have a girlfriend? No. Do I have people that I fuck with? Yeah. When you dropping that still track? Oh, you remember that shit? That shit is hard. What? Pause. How would you describe the relationship you have with your mother? That's my best friend. Period. That's my best friend. Any day not seeing my mom is just not fire. So I try to see her as much as possible. Sorry, I was turning up the thing. It looked like I was just like being hella weird. But I was turning up the volume of this. Would you date a woman with kids? Off the top of my head, I think nah. But then again, you never know. You meet them, you might just be in love with them and not give a fuck. I don't think I don't think you can go into something as abstract as love and have rules and concrete lines. Like, no, they can't be this, they can't be this, they can't. I think you got to just kind of be pretty open. I think love is one of the more open things in the world. I think it's the most open thing in the world now that I think about it. So I don't think you can be closed-minded in such an open-minded field, if that makes sense. Cut your hair, man. Fuck you. I'm kidding. I don't mean fuck you. But no, I'm not cutting my hair. I get it trimmed so that it stays at this beautiful length. Come on. Look at the curls. Fuck are y'all talking about? You know what I mean? That is so obnoxious. That is so obnoxious on my part. What's your favorite track by Boogies? Ooh, man. I don't even know. There's so much heat. There's so much heat. I really fuck with, right now, I really fuck with Dirty heavy. That's what I'll say. What's your favorite track by T-Pain? Either Bartender or I Can't Believe It. Do you feel that time is the most valuable commodity one can have? Yes. You know what? I'm so fucking glad you asked that. I'm about to get into that right now. I'm about to get into time right now. Let me tell y'all something about time. I was dealing with a girl who said she couldn't tell if I fucked with her or not, right? And I found that wildly perplexing, but I understood. But from my perspective, I had to break it down for her. I was like, listen, the fact that I give you time should be every indicator that you need to let you know that I fuck with you. Because in my life, right, I know how valuable my time is. I know that in 45 minutes, I made what they want, and I know what they want did for my life. I know that in 2-3 hours, I can make a losing control, and that can change my life and change the life of others. I know how valuable time is. I know what 30 minutes, I know the value of a minute. You feel me? So what I was telling her, I was like, yo, if I'm on the phone with you for 2 hours, or if I'm talking to you, if I kick it with you for 3 hours, or whatever the fuck it is, if I spend time, if I give you time, that's it for me. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get that back. And my time is so valuable because I understand what I can do with my time. I understand that instead of spending 2 hours on the phone with you, I could be making a song that changes my life, people's lives, etc. How do I know that? Because I've done it before. You feel me? So if I'm giving you time, I don't care if it's texting, calling, whatever. If you don't recognize that shit and you can't appreciate it, then I don't give a fuck about you. You feel me? Then you don't deserve my time. It's that simple. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. Now, this maybe doesn't go for... I won't even say that. Because I was going to say, this maybe doesn't apply to, like, people who are just bozos and not doing shit and are bums. But same shit, though, kind of. Because it's like, they could be spending that time trying to accomplish something or get on. Like, time is the most valuable thing in the world. Time is the most valuable thing in the world. Because with it, you can create everything. And so... But because I have such a... palpable frame of reference with time, like I know that what they want was 45 minutes. I know Losing Control was 2 hours. I know Cherry Hill was 6. I know a beat is 30 minutes. I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the value of a minute. If I'm giving you time and you have the audacity to ask me, I didn't know you fucked with me, then I'm out. I'm not fucking with you. Because you can't even understand that the simple fact of me giving you my most prized possession in my life, which is my time, you can't understand that I gave you that, and you're still trying to sit here and figure out if I fuck with you or not? Bitch, don't worry about figuring it out. I figured it out. I don't fuck with you. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Period. I'm going to end it there because they're kicking me off the shit, but it's a good place to end it.